Hello everyone, my name is iRacing, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're doing something a little fun and a little interesting. Today, we'll be reviewing my first ever iRacing race. It's Season 4, Week 12 out of 14. And a little context, recently, for the Black Friday sale, I picked up iRacing because I decided that I want to take sim racing a little bit more seriously, I guess you could say. I used to play a lot of Zeta Corsa, a lot of Gran Turismo, but there I'll just mainly do races against AI, and I really wanted to do a lot more VR racing, and unfortunately, at the time I only had Gran Turismo Sport, and that's only like one-on-one VR races. And Assetto Corsa, it's fun, but that game I was too scared to try and join like live games, live races, and stuff like that. But iRacing makes joining races very easy. Just click a button, you can join. It puts you in splits that have people around your level. And so it's a bit more comfortable going into this game. I did like 3 AI races before this, just to get used to the physics and whatnot. This is my first race. We're going to go through it. Just to let you know, I'm probably going to mess up some keybinds, so it's going to be a little messy, but we'll just review my first race. And I'll kind of show you guys my iRacing journey. Without further ado, let's begin. Here we are. Now, for the start of this race, the only thing that was going through my mind was just stay alive. I heard all these rumors about the first turn in every race, and so I kind of wanted to take it easy. You can see that guy making a move on the inside. I just let him be. Um, and yes, I do play iRacing in VR, for those wondering. I should probably be mentioned. But anyways, yep. So again, I kind of let him pass me. I was just trying to be safe. And I knew that this race had like, I think this was like a 12 lap race? 9 lap? I don't know. I knew that there would be time to pass people. I guess pass them right there. So I'm just taking it easy, taking it smooth. Not really worried about anything. This was my first ever time on Laguna Seca. Um, there was no other races for any other tracks, and so I kind of had to learn this track on the fly. I did do practice, but that was like, I don't know, like 20 minutes, so it wasn't too much time, and I was spinning out a lot, especially on this corkscrew here coming up. Here I just did not know what the best braking spot was. There goes that guy, another position. But the whole entire time, I was just worried because I didn't really know this track, and I could make silly mistakes. Like here, yep. Unfortunately, I spin out. I just didn't know the limits of my car on this track. And unfortunately, oh, as you can see there, some guy just spun out and flew into the fence. So I wasn't entirely in last, but still sucks to be this far back, especially when I qualified 5th for this race, which was better than I thought. I honestly thought I'd be dead last. But here we are, coming in for lap 2. I went down pretty much, I don't know, 2 positions. I think I'm in P9 right now. Again, during this time, my body was kind of stressing. I was stressing because, like, damn, I just made a very silly mistake. This could have cost me my race. Which I mean, kind of did. But, nothing to worry about. My first race. Now, as you see that guy up in front, the orange and blue car, me and him, I pretty much just try and stick behind him the whole entire time. I keep trying to catch him, but he was a tough one to catch. You can also see the 4-person pack up there. So, again, I knew there's laps left in the race, and all I had to do was take a chill, so I'm not too worried about making moves. I'm kind of more worried about learning the racing line, trying to see where I can pick up time. Here, that was a very scary turn for me, because the wheel would just, would go in, and then it wouldn't jut out so much. I was kind of scared. As you can see, I kind of slowed down there a lot. And yes, I did race with the racing line, as you can see. You know, I know you technically shouldn't and whatnot, but it kind of helps me a little bit, gives me a rough idea. And I think probably in a week's time I'll turn it off. That guy spun, thankfully, another position. And this turn here, I did not know how to do well. It was a very hard turn for me, because I would keep reaching. So I would either break, my wheels would lock, or I would just not have enough grip to make it. Same with this turn. I just don't know how to do this one. Although this was a pretty clean race, I only had 7 incident points. Which you'll kind of see them happen soon. See that guy behind me? That guy behind me was there for a long time, but eventually I kind of started learning the racing line a bit better, so it wasn't too scary. Kind of started dropping him towards the end, which was fun. Because honestly, like, going into this race, I had very low standards for myself. I thought, like, oh, you know, I don't know, gonna get dead last, but I'm gonna have a clean race, you know? That was kind of my goal. The strength of the field for this one, though, was 1,250, I believe. So it was a pretty, like, I guess you could say easy race, but P1 and P2, I think they had like 1,400, so they were like good, good drivers. I mean, I guess good compared to me, as I am still in rookie. As you can see there, ooh, yeah, that was bad. Check out some other cams that we have. Cockpit view over here, pretty cool. Oh, TP1. Let's see, that guy, like, he gets really close to me. But again, I'm not too worried about him. My only focus is like, okay, if he passes me, he passes me. I still have like a whole entire race that I can do, right? Still have the whole entire race ahead of me. I'll be able to make up those spots. Nothing to worry about. The guy in front of me though, I was worried about because I really wanted to catch him. I kind of wanted to be like at least within drafting distance, which is, I believe is like 1.2 seconds. As you can see, 2 spins out there. Unfortunately, I was only able to snag 1 position from that. Actually, might be 2. No, I think that green guy right there was able to draft off of him. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Forgot that he spun. During this race, there was a lot of spins. And there was actually one that I was almost involved in, which almost took me out of the race, which you guys will be able to see soon. Here, I kind of started getting the corkscrew down. I kind of understood, like, okay, where I need to be. Here I learned that you could just go full throttle. That's kind of what I learned a lot during this race, is that during the gray parts of the racing line, you don't really have to follow that. You could just, like, you could full throttle. Here, you could brake like 5 meters early and be good, or 5 meters later. The racing line in iRacing, I think, is more for just, you know, learning the track. This is where this turn gets interesting. So, as you can see, there's a guy coming out of pit lane, and there's the guy ahead. Now, I'm not too worried about the guy in the pit lane. I'm like, okay, you know, he's in pit lane, he's coming out, he's going to be a bit slow. Whatever. I just need to focus on the guy ahead of me. So we keep going. Past the guy in pit lane, a little bit, almost. Yeah, I'm just focused on my own line. Stuff like that. I'm going. Then he pops out into here. Now I'm thinking, okay, surely the guy that came out of pit lane will give me, you know, the line, you know, to let me go through, right? Because blue flag and all, right? Gotta let the faster driver, not the faster driver, but I forgot what the proper wording is for it. I, I forgot the wording for it, but I'll have it up on screen. Alright, so I'm expecting him to give me the spot and whatnot. And so I just go. Kind of get scared here because he's not moving, but he moves over, gives me the spot. But he goes for the inside line. And if you look at his line, and if you know this turn, I don't think in the Formula Vee it's very possible to make this turn. Especially considering how fast he's going. I'm kind of going to inch here. As you can see, his front tire, with the trajectory that he's going, there's two things that are going to happen, right? He's either going to spin out, because his tire is going to touch the dirt, and in this game, you touch dirt once at a bad angle and you're cooked. Or he's going to hit that bump. And if there's one thing I learned in this game, is that Formula V's will fly if you do anything. Oh man, okay. So we're gonna take it slow. He spins, and here I'm like, oh please, 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 just let me be, right? Thankfully, I'm able to scoot by, and it's no worries. The guy is definitely cooked. Let's see if we can get a different angle of that. Because, I mean, this was a close one. And I know for some of you that might be like, oh, that's fine. That's not too close. But for me, when I'm sitting there in VR and I'm just like, focused on surviving, and I see this guy to the right of me just start spinning out, my heart started beating, my arms were sweating. Like, not my arms, my hands were sweating. And I'm just like, please don't hit me. Thankfully, I go unscathed, and I'm able to continue. But kind of sucks for that guy, unfortunately. And the rest of the race was kind of uneventful. I mean, it kind of was eventful, a little bit. Towards the end, here you can see I make a little mistake. And that's actually where I get a track limits. So far I think I have one spin out and a track limit. So, 4 more points, right? Where could have they come from? I guess we'll find out soon. Here we go. And I gotta say, like, as a first-time user on iRacing, and this being my first race, I gotta say I'm glad that I got iRacing. This game is a whole lot of fun. Especially when you have clean races. I mean, I know this is my first race and I'm already, glazing this game. But, after doing some AI races, it's really impressive stuff. I'm especially surprised by the AI races in this game. Because I thought, it'd just be like a set of Corsa. They're perfect. They don't make any mistakes and they just go. No, bro. You hop in a Formula Vee AI race and there's going to be 2 AIs that'll spin out. And I thought that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. And honestly, if you are planning on getting this game, I highly recommend to. I highly recommend it. And I also highly recommend that you do an AI race or 2. Or preferably a couple. Just so you learn the limits of whatever car you want to do. Me, I'm a big Formula guy, so I'm probably going to stick with Formula V's for a while. And just open wheel in general. I think it's a lot of fun, and the stakes are high, right? Especially when you got close racing. But this race was a lot like my cross-country races. Pretty much solo, trying to catch the guy ahead of me. The guy behind me, as you can see, you can't even see him anymore. And then that guy ahead of me, I keep trying to get him, but fortunately it was just not this race to catch him. As you can see, yep, I make a silly mistake. I spin. Thankfully, it wasn't that bad of a spin. I couldn't give her up there for a bit. Struggling. But it's fine, it's whatever. And this mistake really cost me. Because again, if before this I was like, I don't know, within 2 seconds of this guy. Now that guy completely has a gap on me. It's gonna be hard to catch him. White flag. Let's go, baby. I think the next races, I'm gonna try and record them live, for sure. And for this, like, last lap, I'm just thinking, okay, finish the race, right? Don't get a meatball, right? I'm not trying to pit for repairs. Just finish. Make it nice and quick. But unfortunately, I mean, no, fortunately it happens. We're safe. But, hey, we have 2 spins, 1 off limits. So there's gotta be 1 more spin, right? Fortunately, there is. Here, I saved it. I know that probably didn't look impressive, but in my head, I thought that was the end of me. Especially considering that the guy behind me, you know, probably is starting to catch up. So I was kind of worried. Corkscrew, I kind of started learning where I can brake and stuff, where I can push the car. And unfortunately, I pushed it a little too hard. But I get back on track and I keep going. And as you can see, I mean, pretty much behind me, empty. You can kind of see that guy catching up right there. And in front of me, so I mean, this race was really empty. Unfortunately, no real close racing. But I feel like it's probably going to be like that in rookie racing for a little bit. It's going to be really empty. Which sucks. I believe that was the checkered flag over there. And one thing that I learned from AI races is, so as soon as you finish a race, just do 1 lap and pit in. So yeah, I just gotta keep going. Make sure that, you know, no one has a vengeance and wants to crash into me. Although, I mean, for what I was expecting, this was a really good race for me. I finished in P6. I went down a position, but I gained, 0.05 safety rating. Which, again, a lot more than I thought I would. You know. And overall, I'll say that I'm very happy with this race. Um, it was a lot of fun, and I honestly can't wait to get back and hop in another online race because, you know, it's crazy, it's fun. But I do want to fix some settings, definitely sound and graphics. Like as you saw probably in the clip, my mirrors are just black, so I'm kind of relying on the virtual mirror, which isn't bad. But you know, the whole point of VR is, you know, you can swing your head, you know, look at the mirror and whatnot. And yes, I am rocking pink because pink is a good color. I use a DOF Reality H3 motion rig, which is why I got DOF Reality on there. And I use the Logitech Pro wheel and pedals, which is why on the nose you can kind of see I got Logitech right there. I'm definitely gonna have to make a custom paint. All I know is that there's definitely gonna be pink on it. Oh yeah, that's saved there. And I gotta say, replays in iRacing, they're so much fun. Like having this TV camera almost makes it feel like a real race. You know, if I turn off the racing line, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's kind of a random one, right? Just popped in here with a iRacing video, but expect more to come in the future. Um, I'm definitely in love with this game, and I'm probably gonna do more videos like this where I'm just recapping um, races or certain moments. Maybe not the whole entire race, maybe some highlights and whatnot. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, like and subscribe, and comment down below what gear do you have. You know, I heard that people have like belt tensioners, wind like emulators. I don't know why you would want wind, although, hey, that'd be kind of cool, right? Um, bass shakers, tell me what you got. I'm interested in hearing. Yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.